Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Namaskar. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India on this day, August 21st, 2021, Saturday. And title of my talk after a long time is Civil Engineering, Field Engineering, and Quality Safety Issues related to that. Title of talk I could not write in this full because of limitations of YouTube. After a long time, I am going through this use of YouTube. Of course, I have linked to Facebook as well as Twitter. I was not successful in linking to LinkedIn due to some problem. So my title is, in this case, I repeat, it is Civil Field Engineering Quality Annex SL COVID-19 SHE Engineer's Role, Designs, Construction, Methods, Contracts, Organizations, Communication, Coordination, Why we behind quality of standard, material works, and this is talk 467 in continuation, and that is main point here. And and I wanted to show my certificates also, but here I can't show that. So I close certificates from you now. Quality issue is very important for me. Quality issue that is very important for me. I can say without quality, nothing is going to work and nothing works. I am unable to show you my pages because there is no provision of screen share in YouTube. There's no such provision. So I'll just speak out what I tried to give you. I planned some page yesterday, but I could not do that. And this is quality and SHE, which stands for safety, health, and environment. Ergonomics, can say ergonomics required everywhere and in every activity in life and in engineering. These are certainly a must. These are certainly must. Is it right? Question. Yes or no? Tell us and ask yourself. No way out, and without quality and without safety, health, and environment, nothing can work. SHE, don't call it she, but SHE, that safety, health, and environment, is very first consideration on every activity, on every project, and on every operation, supported by ergonomics. SHE claims that if safety is conducted, what happens? And if safety is ignored, what happens? Answer is no safety, no pain. K and no W, no safety, no pain. If you know safety, there is no pain. And if you don't know safety, there is pain. So, no safety, no pain, and no safety, no pain. Only difference in spelling. No, one is KNOW when pain is NO. When it is no safety, NO, there is KNOW, that is pain. No safety, no pain, and no safety, no pain. I think you understand this small, simple sentence. Quality has to be complied with. Quality has to be complied with defined requirements within work specifications. Quality ranges in elaborations depending on indicative descriptions, and there exists no unlimited scope of quality criteria to be carried out. No future, no future if no quality persists and its specified requirements must be met. Engineers must realize quality facts, and in particular, civil engineers have to change quality aspect of society or else quality cannot exist. Quality cannot exist. Systems quality to be devised and achieved. Broken system means broken life linked to broken system. Professionals' individual working capacity. Professionals' individual working capacity quality to be amended from time to time, and one must be forced to amend its quality for obtaining reliability by additional learning, due teaching, and by additional knowledge dissemination. Relevant element or product defined quality to be achieved, individuals required attitude quality to be streamlined, individuals' dedication to work to be applied on actions, work commitment to be made and fulfilled for delivery. All other parameters to deal with for quality requirements, design of structures and others must be made decisive, safe, qualitative, and must be reliable for prosecution. All stages designs being significant, but merely merely design does not does alone not suffice. If construction and development are not affected to specified marks required or defined, quality requirement cannot be allowed to be ignored. And duly coordinated to produce working details abreast site working conditions and culture for site cannot be relied upon automatically, but provide clear notes, specify properly and explicitly in a good communicative manner. Construction based on reasonable, coordinated, constructible quality designs and SHE safety, health, and environment. All activities must be taken care of, but it doesn't happen. Reasons being lethargy in attitude and undue strains in minds. Why should site work suffer? Because of deficiencies in designs. Accountability must be fixed. If accountability on constructed product or element is required, design and construction qualities are complementary to each other, and without integrated coordination, activities worked upon shall result in lesser quality results. Construction method statement a must for work implementation and therefore must be charted out professionally. No concession can be allowed on this activity. Expression of specific details in convenient format for work performance and define elaborate performance, or else no work can be carried out in sequence and output suffers, resulting in bad standards works produced. Method statements must be made necessary for activities implementation, or else diverse ways can be adopted by site teams without achieving any level of uniformity and consistency. Time is irrevocable. Time is irrecoverable. It cannot be recovered. Time is irrecoverable, for it never comes back if lost without application of required controls. And what about cost? Unchangeable within controls cost. Invariable escalation risks. Risks must be foreseen for resolutions for damages are not tenable and must be controlled in advance based emergencies, and therefore thorough deliberations or brainstorming must be conducted based on available data input. Risks must be clearly defined to reach its necessary resolution and to convert to work convenience, or else risk can be very expensive in terms of lives and cost. Reliability must be accessibility defined and achieved. Reliability, which equates to safety from all involved factors, plus successful serviceability of intended purpose, plus mandate durability of its working life. All other necessary resources involved, applicable knowledge areas, factors, which resources must be understood and achieved in all procedures, or else one should learn before taking responsibility, and all foregoing issues must be considered along with all possible risks. Analysis, professionally a master tool for work contemplation, is considered an exclusive basis, engineering basis, and intellectual tool that can penetrate into all problems and unearth required solutions, and there exists no way from where or through which analysis could be avoided. A must all problems to be understood by this approach, synthesis. An analytical based engineering result to apply an analytical based performance provides a chain of solutions that can be named synthesis. After all, solutions are integrated for requirements of stability, suitability, integrated for requirements suitability. All solutions network must reach compatibility. Thinking, I'm stressing, thinking unlimited and and only way, contemplation and must be achieved. Applications must be affected, which equals to plus engineering plus quality non-conformance product is called substandard and therefore rejected. Non-conformance means engineer is either careless or ignorant or incompetent. One and therefore is a redundant personnel. We must change to meet requirements to achieve intended quality standards for universal recognition of products or goods. Quality requirements check being a must. Missing quality requirements, we have to blame ourselves for quality achievement failure. Engineering means quality application and continuous improvement of quality, CIQ, continuous improvement of quality. No way exists not to comply with defined or specified quality levels, because definition of quality is a must, and that definition requires to be achieved, or else works lead to status of being unsuccessful and to be reperformed. My dear friends, I made this note for everybody to take care of quality on works, quality in life, quality on products, and quality as individual person. Quality is very important in our life, just like safety is very important in our life. If we don't care about quality and about safety, health, and environment, we can stand nowhere. I am a civil engineer by profession, by education, by experience. Civil engineer doesn't mean that I have to stick to only civil engineering. Civil engineering has got many subjects within it. It has got all constructions, all designs. It has got many other subdisciplines. which may not be taught in details in our engineering curriculum, but life is another curriculum. If you miss something in engineering curriculum when you are too young and this curriculum doesn't exceed 4 or 5 years, we cannot learn everything. Life experience is topmost teacher, topmost professor. Life is topmost university. University is limited. Educational universities are limited. You have limited time there. Of course, you have to learn fundamentals, elements. Learning is very, very important, significant. Otherwise, we can't do anything. Mind remains very fresh when you study as students of school or of university. And engineering is such world where concept must be clear. If concept is not made clear, you cannot do engineering. Forget that. Engineering is a world where mind attention is required, learning concept is required, hunger for knowledge is required. That hunger for knowledge or thirst for knowledge cannot be, you can say, fulfilled during a couple of years of education. Even if you pass engineering degree, engineering post graduation, engineering doctorate, but whole life is post graduation. Whole life is learning. You can recall everything what your professor taught you, but real professor comes when your examination as a candidate of engineering, as a professional or would be professional of engineering is entertained. Joining work in profession of engineering is same as a test in life. Everybody has to take responsibility. Every professional engineer, every fresh engineer has to learn a lot, but learning is significant. It's more important than just to think of making money. Making money is of course very significant part in life, but it doesn't apply all time because when you do work in engineering, it is service to earth. I would not even say service to people because this service which you do can deliver products, can deliver projects that may work for centuries or if not centuries for decades. These projects, these operational units may work for many decades to come, and in which duration your generation, next generation may enjoy results of that. That point we have to keep in mind, not only as engineers but also as other professionals and society of world. When I talk of engineering, I do not mean quality controls only. Be very clear. When I talk of quality, I talk of every corner of quality, every contents of quality. Quality is not something that comes from skies. Quality is not something that is unknown. Everybody understands quality. Even those who are not educated formally, they also understand quality. But understanding is not only a requirement. Quality is to be understood, to be realized, but achievement of quality requires concentration, requires dedication, commitment, devotion. Everybody knows quality. Who defines quality? Question is that. Who fixes quality for me? What I have to do? Or what work is to be done? How it's to be done? What composition should have? It's none else. It's myself. When I say myself means everybody. When I say I, it doesn't mean myself. It means it applies to everyone. Same way, when I say I am responsible or myself is responsible, it applies to everyone. This point we have to understand very well. And if we can understand this point, I think we can understand a lot. That is a point we have to understand. If we can understand that, I think we can understand a lot of life. I'm just writing here quality of life, responsibility of everybody, duty of everyone. I'm just writing, sorry, so that I missed that one. Quality in life is everyone. Okay. I say it's the responsibility of everyone. Yes, it is. It's responsibility of everyone in whatever capacity, in business or in profession or in ordinary life. I'm saying in business, in profession, or which includes industry, which includes factory, which includes development, which includes processes, which includes construction, real estate. You can take any name and you can get answer. That happens. You spend money for buying something, and you are told this product if you buy, you will get this and this and this and this property or character in quality, or it is assumed that this product must have this, otherwise there is no meaning of using this product. Either you can say it is expressed quality, when everything is told, everything is advertised or publicized, declaration is made on product itself, that's called expressed quality requirement. And when it's not done so, it's expected that it's implied with. You know meaning of implied and expression. Something is expressed means particularly written, and something is not written but it is understood. That's called implied with. So whether it's implied requirement, it doesn't matter. When you buy a product, it must be what do you buy. It's no joke. When I talk of quality, somebody should not mind because it's a requirement. It's like when I'm living, I am breathing, I breathe, I use my body as best as possible, and I feel happy when I'm safe, I'm healthy, and I have good environment around me. I feel happy. I feel pleased. Yes, yeah, a good day for me. I'm healthy, and I. So they ask me, "How do you do?" I always answer, "Thanks, I'm fine." What does it mean? That moment, I am fine. I can say to that standard, my quality works. But when I feel pain, I can say that moment my quality system has dropped or degraded. I don't like that. Nobody likes that. Who likes to be sick? Nobody likes to be sick. It happens with everybody. Sickness, nobody likes. You can say everybody wants, everybody seeks happy moments. But remember, all moments cannot be happy. That's life. But I'm talking of general requirement, in particular those areas which can be used for our support: house, building, structure, development, product, whatsoever. Industries never do any obligation onto us. Manufacturers never does any obligation onto us. And those who sell, they don't do any obligation onto customer, because customer is not delivered something free. It's not delivered anything free. Payment is made for every exchange of good. And then what does it mean? It means seller is manufacturer or its representative, and buyer is consumer or customer. When buyer pays, Seller has to give required product. But there's a problem. This doesn't happen these days because people are not serious. Neither seller is serious nor buyer is serious. I don't understand reason. There's a gap between two units, two entities, seller and buyer. There are hundreds and hundreds of articles or goods which are transacted daily. You buy you give some money, you buy something. Okay, spent some money, I got it. And if it doesn't work, you don't have time to go to ask question or go online to write something. And even if you want to write, you may not get ID of email. This happens. So I have noticed that for small items, generally people do not care. This is practical. You can say it happens. Nobody can deny these facts. It happens, and it's not good for health of society. I talk of safety, health, and environment always. I gave example of being happy if you are healthy. Health is related to body, and body is related to body's mind. Body and mind must be compatible with each other. It should not be that there's a gap. No, we can't see there's a gap. If I want to work, I must have efforts, energy. I must have required energy to apply, to transform that energy into work. And for that work, I should have capacity to use my mind about how to do this work. And if I can do that, it's okay, fine, it's done. In our world of civil engineering and all other engineerings and also in general life, safety is your right. It's not that you can miss it. It's your duty also. It's your responsibility also. It's your moral also that safety you must respect. Because you respect health. You want to remain healthy. And if you want to remain healthy, you have to be safe. And safety means you should have good mind, good attention, good control, and very good environment. These you must have, and you have. Maybe we don't identify in time, but we have. If it doesn't happen, we have to make it happen. I am not referring to pages that I have because here I can't show you. I don't have different cameras, but I can only say engineering and ordinary life both are linked together. Generally, we can say society also can be termed social engineering. But that is not theoretical or formula based. That is resemblance, you can say. It's only resemblance. Engineering means in depth studies of whatever we want to do or whatever we intend to do. That is engineering, which you can say is a work of a developed mind, work of intensive use of mind. That's engineering. And in social life, we don't use mind to that extent. Social life is always full of decoration. It's full of polishedness, polished. You know, you want to show your dressing sense. I want to show my face. Facial is important for me. It says means beauty for girls, beauty parlor. For me, decoration of house and my cleaning my car every day, washing my car every day. Means society is having aesthetical attraction comparatively. There are other peoples also with those who can't afford that. I mean to say, there's a difference in maintenance of society among various sections. One section can afford something, another section cannot afford that. There's a difference. Those who cannot afford them, I can't say that they don't have quality. They too maintain quality. And those who can afford this, they don't have any superior status of quality. That is your choice. Yes, it is better to be clean, but it's not a requirement to be decorative. After all, it's your internal mind, it's your internal caliber, or it's your caliber that measures your capacity. Measurement is very important. It's not that linear or square or volumetric measurement, it is measurement of performance. Every person every person has a duty to perform as a part of responsibility, or as a part of housekeeping, or as a part of keeping hygienic, keeping, you can say, just like you clean yourself. I want to take bath. I want to have very attractive clothes. We say that. I want to have good food, excellent food, spicy food or non-spicy food. It depends. Same applies to profession also. Only difference is in profession you have a direct responsibility. You must be accountable. You must be committed. You must be dedicated. And if you don't have all these, you must be kicked out. Simple English word. I can kick out myself if I don't perform. No need of kicking by others because I have to supervise myself. My thought is different. I have to supervise myself because I have that capacity. I don't need another person to supervise on me. What for? I understand work. Yes, by ignorance or by misinformation, I can cause errors. That is important to be checked. It's duty of everybody to review your work at least twice or thrice because errors do happen not because of you intentionally caused that, but due to some process, due to some misinformation, or due to whatever other reason, we can cause errors, we can cause mistakes, and that point is very important in life. If I discover, if I identify my cause error myself, I am best person. It will increase my concentration. It will teach me myself something, or you can say lesson learned. But that lesson learned is not forgotten. What happens, what we study, or we study in schools, or we study in universities, we often forget that after a couple of months, and not even a couple of months, couple of weeks sometimes. Oh, I'm relaxed. I have an examination, and I hope I would get through this examination. So I don't worry about that syllabus now. And until I'm clear, I don't want to see anything whether I did attempt this question right or did not attempt that question. There is a kind of little scared circumstance or a little worry generated in mind. After all, that age is friendship. That age is not mature one, learning age. But when you are an independent person, profession means you are independently responsible, and you have to be. That is requirement of profession. When I call myself professional, this means I am accountable first to myself, then to my client or my work. I have to check myself. I have to audit myself because I'm responsible. I'm not learning. Of course, I'm learning. It's different type of learning, not absolute learning, but relative learning. I learn when I do something myself. Or if I follow instructions of someone, then I have to follow and check whether I did that in follow up or no. Or that guy has to check who is my boss or my to whom I report. I can say, but a stage comes when you report yourself. Maybe you will not agree with this, but that's also a fact. You report to yourself. I do this. Because when you're matured, you can become your boss. You because your boss is your mind. As I said, analysis. What is analysis? In fact, analysis is everything. To understand something, to know something, You have to analyze. Analyze doesn't mean break up. It means just to go step by step, to observe, to read, to understand, to extract meanings. And once we do that, we can know where does problem lie and what sort of problem lies in. And if I can understand that problem thoroughly without any lacuna, solution is available. If I can't find it, I can ask someone else to find that solution who has more knowledge than I have. It's question of knowledge, question of experience. Maybe that point doesn't come to my scope of work. It comes to somewhere else's scope of work. So it becomes, rather than studying and after studying, a coordination issue. Coordination, which is exactly an integrated part of life. Coordination people are very brilliant, very dynamic in mind. If coordination is not done, nothing can be done. And coordination is based on communication system. One can communicate, and communication means you must have certain cohesive power of drafting, cohesive power of composition of work, of sentences, or how do you intend to transmit your information to other one. That's called interpersonal communication. Communication can be in writing, this can be in speech, it can be in sketches, it can be in whatever reference you think is right. As I said in title, communication and coordination are very important parts, while controls of materials and work are another important parts. And you can say this is quality system we have to follow. But which quality system that you have to follow? Your quality system, your own devised quality system. Nobody shall do for you. Maybe you are a quality person. You always do quality. You always do quality and you know what is quality. And you entertain it. You do it. That's the point. If you do that, you understand that quality is done. You are a quality person because you devise your system, you understand your system, and others, of course, read your system, they analyze your system, and if they find this is, you can say, competent system, consistent system, this is compatible system, they adopt it, and you also do same. You improve it based on your experience, based on what you do in your life. You also do that, and it's your duty, your responsibility. And if you can do that, that's fine, that's right, one should. So I can simply say, I and everybody else should not ignore, particularly in life, all other professions, respect to quality, respect to quality in totality. Just saying we are quality compliant company is not enough. There have been changes in quality. There was a time when product was not guaranteed of quality, but now systems have varied. Systems compliance means system follow up means quality system follow up means that your product should speak that I'm quality product. And if doesn't speak that I'm quality product, that product is no product. It's no quality product. We have to we have to understand this point importantly. Maybe I am wrong, you are right. But when question of quality comes in, neither you're wrong nor I'm right. It is system that should be complied with. If I contravene that until new system comes, I work against that system, and that cannot be called quality. Same applies. You consider safety. Safety, health, and environment of, we can say, safety is always first. Yes, it is first. It should be first. Because first we have to be safe, then we can survive. If I am not safe, how can I survive? If I am sick, I can't stand, I can't come out of bed, I can't have, you can say, smooth life. I am always full of worries. That's also a question of safety. Worries, unnecessary worries. How can I perform? How can I concentrate on my work? I can't. Therefore, it's very important factor for everyone. Don't become flying partner. Stay at ground. Staying at ground is very important part. If you keep on flying always, you won't know what is ground. I know money is very important for everybody. It's important. It is support for life. Without wealth, without money, without food, you can't survive. So, safety is a must for you. And if you don't understand that, certainly you are going to suffer. No one can stop you from suffering. That is very important point in life. Just a minute, please. We have to be very serious about this matter. You cannot say no. We have to be serious. Life is that. When I talk of quality, I don't mean I'm joking. You take it very seriously. And if you don't take it seriously, then you won't be successful. Why we are failing everywhere? Because of this reason. Whatever we say we would do, we should do. That's it. I don't say you do what they do. When you make something, you produce something, you have to decide first what standard shall you follow. It's clear. In your declaration, this is at least follow that. Why slack on that? You say it's not happening at home, it's happening. There is quality collapse everywhere. Everywhere. Maybe I'm not talking of natural products, which also we have spoiled by chemical injections in vegetables and in fruits. I'm talking of products which we do, which nature does, they are quality products. Nature thinks about everything. We may think or may not think, but nature does its job very well. It knows its scheme, it knows its program, and it knows what it has to deliver to humanity. That is nature. And we cannot go against that. No way. No way out that. That's the main point we have to be clear about. We have to understand this. Let us I will just go because light has come, electric power has come, and I will put on my motor on mark. Just a minute, please excuse me for 1 minute. I'm sorry, gentlemen, I just took your time because I had to put my light back. So no problem, it happens. What to do? Life is that. It's raining actually, so light was off. I just went to put on my inverter back to its position. Well, was deliberating about quality and safety. For me, both are very important, and of course, that talk of quality I presented verbally because I unable to share it with you. But when I go back to Facebook, because they usually talk on Facebook, that allows screen share. I'm sure YouTube does not allow screen share. It allows multimedia but not screen share, and I don't have arrangements for multimedia. I don't have pages that I could show you here. That's another point. But what to do? It moves like this. You may say I'm talking. I talk a lot. No, I don't talk a lot. I think a lot. And it's not my admiration, self-admiration, but it's a fact that thinking makes a man. And I show to you. See, God has given everybody capacity to think. You may realize it at some stage, not always. If you had, why we go to school or colleges? What do we go there? Just to train our mind. And then say we got some training. It's not that my body got that training, it's my mind that gets that training. My hands and minds are linked. So I can say I have hands off. I have I have hands-on experience or mind on experience. Mind thinks, mind commands. It's really, I try to, I think a quality point, I can take something from that. I have this file quality is open. So I just try to open that point. I can say that, where's that? I can say that, I can write that here. If it works, let me see. If it works, something I want to write here in this, say something, and that's it. And I think I've done that. Okay, and I'll write something else also here if it's possible, just to use this time. And I say, as I try to say no, yes or no yourself. Okay, I put that also in here just to take a chance of something else. Just trying to do it possibly well. It's okay. Then I say if I can do something else as well. I can say no way out, and it's that. Okay, I'll put in that way. I think you may get something what I want to do as a practice of this, and I can say, okay, I'll do that, right? I'm taking your time, sorry. So no problem, just allow me for that. Let me, this is very important point, putting in, and that's here you can say. Right? So it also does. So I think I also learn what can be done in this. Quality has to be, so let us see how far it can go. If I can do it whole, let's up to this I can do here, and then I put it in there. It will work, I hope it will work. So oh no, it has gone more than that. It will not work. Let me reduce it. Let me reduce it better. It won't work that way. So I'll do here in a different way. I'll take it more than expected actually. So I'll do here axis, and it's only, no, I won't come. So that's only here. No problem. I can change it. So it's here. I can say I put it in here. So it works. So this is okay. The axis, and I take and the point here, and unlimited it exists, and no unlimited be carried out at present. So it is else here. I put in here. I can say maybe, okay, it works. I think no, it's more than that. It can't work. So I have to change it. See, it's a different world in here. This is a problem in Facebook. Sorry, in YouTube. It doesn't allow anything at length. Yeah, what's problem? I don't know problem with that, but it's not giving benefit like Facebook skills. So I try to give you as much as possible. So wait a minute, I'll just take it like this. Or okay, this happens. Yeah. I am Here, time. Okay, quality cannot exist. That way I can again write that. Quality cannot exist. Okay, it's right that. So it's done. Okay, now I'll try to give you something about systems here. Dissemination. Okay, system dissemination is here. I can see here likewise. Oh no, 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 this won't work, this won't work, this won't work, it's too much. So it's too much actually. Let us say up to here, amend. Let's amend this. Okay, this happens. Right. Okay, this happens. 2 1 16. Again I'll take one. I'll remove this and I'll keep and. So I remove this. So it takes, okay, it takes and I say, and then one must. Okay, I take another one here. One must. So I put it like in, and this takes, yes, this takes. Okay, many points are written. I think I can't write everything here. Maybe I can say I think maybe something new I'm doing here on this relevant elements defined. I can say here. Maybe I'm indirect chat is, I can say it's indirect chat. It's indirect chat. I just up to here I do and then I continue. There's so much in this, but I can't do everything. All right. Yes, I did something different. No problem. I just took a few minutes. So I'm continuing about my style of talking. Not very specific because I'm not a teacher. I'm a learner. I name myself learner. Learner whole life. I'm a learner since beginning. I have been learner since my date of birth, day of birth, and am learner still today. I'm 67 now, and I consider myself a learner. I don't want to consider more than that. I don't say I have long experience. Of course, I have work experience that everybody has. Every one of you have experience. Somebody has 5 years, somebody has 50 years, somebody's whole life, somebody is 90 years now, and you can say 50 years experience. So it's different. Experience means when you learn something, you also have responsibility. It's not sitting experience. Some people work in such jobs where they don't do anything else, they just repeat that, and they become a machine of that kind of environment. Well, it's now their job. I can't say it's their job. You have to do that because you're paid for that. But that is one part of life. When we are in society, we talk something, one thing. When we are in profession, we talk another thing. And we are in family, we talk differently. And then we are as an individual, I have different thinking among members of family never match. Father thinks something, mother thinks differently, same children think they are different. So that's what I say. Cohesion property doesn't apply practically in families and in societies. Adhesion comes somewhere. Adhesive property. You understand what I'm talking. Cohesive property and adhesive property. Maybe many of you know meaning of that. Cohesive means every particle belong to same class, belong to same family, and they are all united. They are all interlocked in a group or in a, you can say like this. They cannot change. They agree with each other, but this is imaginary. Seldom it happens. But if you think of adhesive properties, two different classes of material that can interlock together with different properties they inherit. That's called adhesive. So, in fact, we are adhesive society. Adhesive may be stronger, may be powerful, but not cohesive. And cohesive may be stronger, may be weak, but that is not adhesive. Same I'm talking. Your family may be nuclear one, maybe joint family, maybe expanded family. But if they are not cohesive, they are adhesive. And if they are adhesive, they are not cohesive. Both point works there. Both points work. We have to take into consideration this meaning. What we talk, how do we talk, what happens, what doesn't happen. That is really important point. When I talk of quality, I talk of quality of individual, I talk of quality of family, I talk quality of neighborhood, quality of society, quality of nation, and quality of material, quality of organizations, quality of companies, quality of institutions, quality of our every walk of life, which of course cannot be defined expressively but understood. Do you analyze your time schedule out of for 24 hours a day? How many hours you work, and out of how many hours do you write? How many hours do you speak? Like that, you try to analyze some time. You will find that majority of your time that should be important to you is consumed in talking, in conversationing. That time doesn't belong to you actually. And nowadays, in particular, mobile device has crushed every part of life. We are not going to make any records in future if mobile revolution goes on and on. We are very smart in talking on mobiles. We don't care what's happening adjacent to me. I don't care when I am busy. I am talking. I drive car and I talk. I forget that this talking is not that important as keeping safe my life, keeping safe my car, my vehicle. I don't think that. Oh, no problem. Let other take care of mine. I leave it to that. Means I let me drive, and other body will take care, and other body also in talking. So you let other body take care. This means care is neutralized. Nobody takes care of others. But that's what life is. Do you think it's not? It is like that. Why should I take care of others when I am talking on mobile? I am busy. I am busy in talking. I don't care of thinking. Because generally when you talk common word. You don't talk very serious issues because on serious issues you have to answer seriously. It's nothing very special, no, or extraordinary. I'm sharing with you. It happens with everybody. You get some call. These days it's a fashion, though it's irritating. You get undue calls on your mobile and then talk and say, I am speaking on this behalf and that behalf and this behalf and that behalf. Are you that person? It irritates me. It irritates me. Why are you inquiring who am I? Because you have my name. You got list from service provider. That service provider doesn't think with how it impacts on a person. Okay, take this list and give us money. This person is sold, maybe Airtel or maybe whatever else. They are sold commodities. They are commodities. Service, we say service provider, but they are service commodities. They charge money and issue you list. They issue a list. Okay, take this list, use it. And that company who buys that list, they engage some two or three persons, sit down, call everybody, inquire. You are not linked to that. You don't need that, but you get undue calls. Do you call it quality of life? This means those companies, those organizations intrude into my life. I am busy on computer. I am thinking. I am making conversation with someone. I am on cremation ground. Maybe I am in grave at that time. for something, but I get a call. Are you in need of life insurance? Are you in need of health insurance? It's no meaning at all. And you've got 50 calls a day as such. Where is your time then? You have to attend these calls. But these people have made your life like that. Means they have unnecessarily intruded in our lives. Okay, if I need some insurance, I will inquire myself. Why do you ask me? My question is that if I need something, I am a customer. I make my own inquiry. Why are you so much interested in me? You are interested in me only because you want to promote your business. You calculate, okay, if I get 5 to 10% response, it's good for us. So if you make 100 calls a day, you'll get 5 responses. You are successful. They think that way. But you unnecessarily irritate 95% people. What those people have caused bad for you, but they are disturbed. Maybe I am driving, maybe I am sick, maybe I have no intention to respond to you, but I have to be disturbed. Maybe I don't want to, I hate this voice, this alarm. I hate this bell, this ringing sound, but I have to do it. I'm just giving an example. Every day we lose lot time on mobiles, which has diminished, which has damaged practical interaction that should happen between two or three or four people. I have no time to interact with someone else because that person is busy. You travel by metro or you walk on road or sit at home or somewhere. You are sitting at home with your kids, with your other people. They're all busy on their mobiles. Smartphone. This smartphone has changed smart people to unsmart people. Simple. I am changing a little just to let you understand practical quality. I am with my family, sitting in room. Maybe I don't have mobile. My kids busy in that. You're sitting with me. You're not interested in talking to me. You're chatting with others. What do you call it? External communication. But for what? What is the issue of communication? What is subject communication? Nothing. Nothing at all. This means my quality has been damaged. I am not able to talk to you or to unknown, which is called social integrity. If you talk to people you are not related to, this is another kind of world. At that time, it develops. You talk to unknown or unidentified people and transpire or talk in a way like national issues, you can say like society issues or others, general issues. We talk. That doesn't happen. We cannot exchange our views with others because of damage to our environment of society. Of course, we say mobile is a device. Yes, it is a device. Device for what? To break us or to make us. This means we have gone over recognition of these devices. Purpose of mobile is instant. Okay, I make a call, I get a call, I get video call, I get this call, that call. That's it. But if you say no, I am born for this smartphone, I can't take food if I don't use it. I'm really wonderful. Sometimes I feel that you're crossing a road and you are busy in your mobile. Shall it not endanger life of others? You driving a car, slowing down in middle of a road. Is it right? I mean, you are committing something. You are doing something which is against safety requirement, and this indirectly impacts on your social quality. First you have done, you have broken your concentration, then you are breaking my concentration. What is that? That's why I always say quality must exist everywhere. We say in profession in safety that safety is responsibility of each and every one. Yes, it is true. It is responsibility of each and every one. But where is that? Where is that? If I can't identify this is the location of my safety, this is the location of my quality, where can I find it? And this applies to all. It may be science people, it may be technological people, it may be neither scientific nor technological people, it may be in politics, it may be everywhere, anywhere. Environment is same, pattern is same, no difference. Why? Because we don't respect ourselves. When we don't respect ourselves, this happens. To be very frank, this happens when we don't respect ourselves. And until we respect ourselves, we cannot change. Self recognition, self evaluation is very important in life. We can't go against that. If there is no self recognition, no self evaluation, we cannot do anything. That is very, very important. We have to assess, everybody has to assess everyone's capacity, one's capacity. I have to assess my capacity. I have to estimate myself. I have to review myself first because self revision, self audit is very important part of life because of education. Yes, if I am illiterate, I don't understand anything. I can say even then, common sense persists, and common sense is a sense more than education because I have mind. I was unfortunate to study. I could not study, but my mind is a power which can tell me what you have to do, what you are not to do. That is a possibility. But does it happen? Does it work? That's a point of concern. And that's the reason that quality criteria must be clearly understood. If you think those who manufacture substandard material they can save money, I don't accept that. It is ignorance. It is lack of concentration. It is lack of supervision. It is lack of commitment. It is lack of dedication. It is lack of devotion. Again, I say that leads to production of substandard. When I say substandard, means a relative substandard. Maybe it has a standard required somewhere else, not here, but it is substandard because you do not perform according to your own quality definition or specification definition. That's why it is substandard. There are many houses built. One house has one specification and the house has another specification. One structure has one specification, other specification. On definition terms, these are called standard, complied with requirements, that is on definition terms, not otherwise. So we have to keep this point in mind that life never remains same. It keeps on changing and changing and changing. In engineering, we generally say what is the specification of this product. If you open websites, sales website, or you can when you order online, you will find many products. If you're going to first you are interested in price, okay. Other than price, if you go into that Specifications, generally people do not care for that, except few. But if you go to specifications, these are described there, and you read them. You will find various items, varying prices in line to various varying specifications, and that contents of specifications, if these comply with, I can say in that case it is quality product. It complies and operates, it performs. It can be said that it's a quality product. I can't say it's general quality product. It is particular quality product which complies with its declaration. And if I'm happy with that declaration, I can say, okay, I buy it. But it should perform. Performance is important. Quality can be different, but performance is important. If product doesn't work, if new bought product doesn't work, that raises a question mark. Then there is no quality at all. If product doesn't work, a new, what do you call it? It's no quality at all. Means there was a lapse in this production or testing or in controls. Nobody even bothered to scrutinize or investigate or validity check on this. Nobody did that. That's why it missed that and passed through system with a seal quality check tested. Tested without performance. Do you get my point? I mean to say, when you buy a new product, just a minute, please. Let me see if there is a motor. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, it didn't work yet. It's not full still. Because early morning I'm alone. I have to take care of myself. Sorry for that. It's now 4:54 and 5, and I tried Facebook, but I could not do it today, so I shifted to YouTube. And it's on about 1 hour, more than 1 hour. It's okay. I won't talk length in this, but let us say how far can it go. Maybe because this talk is for whole world. Maybe no one is there at the moment, but later on people will join or they will read. My attempt is to speak in little easy English. I could speak in Hindi also, but it won't. Then it will squeeze to Hindi area only. It doesn't mean I don't respect other languages. It should be in Hindi also, but we'll do one day because my Hindi is not very sensible. In fact, it's not a question of pride; it's a question of shame. It's shameful unto me that I can't speak in that good Hindi. No problem. I seek your forgiveness on that. My my constraints are again on projects. Quality is quality, and then we say designs. Design is very much important part in life. What happens these days? People are interested in publicity. Publicity of what? Publicity of everything. You do little work and publicize or say I've done it. Degree of patience has gone into fire. You get my point? Degree of patience has gone into fire, into destruction mode. There is no degree. People are not interested in anything except I would say I'm very efficient. I've done it. I've done it, but I did. You won't verify that. You leave it to others. You can say Responsibility factor has been reduced. Accountability has been diminished. Yes, this is computer world, I know. It doesn't mean you don't check it. It doesn't mean that. It's your job. If I do something and I validate that without checking its performance, it cannot work. And if somebody says it doesn't work, then you try to be another smart person. Okay, go to our that place and replace it or apply there. What is that? I call this foolishness. I don't know what you call it. I call it really foolishness of that organization. We that charts out rules like that. Rather than supporting your customer, you are going to harass your customers. It's not fault of customer, it's your fault. See, online sale is for convenience and not to cause embarrassment. But you don't understand the reality of life. You don't understand what is walking because you use car. You don't understand what is heat of sun because you stay in air conditioned rooms. You don't understand what is water because you drink Campa Cola or Coca Cola or juice. That is only difference. These differences you never understand. You don't understand how your body feels when you walk in sun. I say every part is quality of life. If you don't know how do you feel in sun, in heat, in thunderstorm, or when you sweat, you can't learn anything. If you think luxury life is everything, I think there's something wrong in your system, in your own education, or in your social setup. Don't forget, without angular stones, you can't make building. Don't forget that. When you have to do something, you have to pass through that material, that dust, that soil, that dirty water, dirty air. You have to pass through that to construct a palace. You have to pass through many factory organizations, many industrial plants, which are very dirty. Of course, these are house kept, but even then, processes are dirty, which dirt is removed immediately. When you want to see some flight, some big item like train, means if you don't have reality in life, you can't have factual life. You shall have only resemblance of life, not real life. That point remains very significant for everybody. We have to understand that. Recently, since 2019 and until now, August 21st, 2021, COVID 19 has been playing a role among ourselves. This role is silent, tacit. In fact, COVID 19 has told us what we are and what we should be. I understand that. COVID 19 is not required to speak, but required to project what we are. And it has projected successfully so far. Of course, this is nature, I can say. It's not entity. Maybe everything is delusion, but it has told everybody, my dear friend, you are nothing. Don't think you're above nature. Don't think that you can solve everything. Thousands of scientists have been challenged. No scientist responded till now. Even today, we don't know what are facts. This light has gone again. Even today, we don't know what are facts, but we are living in factual world. Let me go and bring back light, otherwise it should cause a problem to me. What to do with this? Yeah, it's really terrific. This is now what to do. This is a problem here. I have to run again to inverter for some problem in inverter. Very sorry for that. Well, I wasted a few minutes. Apologize for that. After a long time, I came back to YouTube, but because of Facebook problem and because of this rain, I had to suffer. Well, interested in talking about quality system. No, it's already. I'll talk a couple of minutes and then I think I should stop that because of rain. I can say that life is not same everywhere. We have our world of engineers, and we should respect that. Respect of quality, regard to quality, and regard to system is very important. If you don't regard quality compliance, you don't regard to safety. I'm talking it because safety, okay, safety is one part. Quality is very significant part because quality is resemblance of certain organization. We used to say international products are very excellent. I also believe that, and I think if you refer to many, if 1 or 2 decades back, even you'll say, "Oh, product foreign companies are very, very reliable." We used to think that our products are not quality products, and many our companies lost their businesses and closed their businesses, and we depended on foreign products. But if you compare now, I don't think there is something specific in whatever foreign products. Minds are same all over. Everything is linked to money power. Nothing is linked to otherwise. Performance is very important. And I also observe that engineers of current time in our country, I particularly talk about civil engineers because civil engineering means original engineering. Original in a sense that it uses natural materials to make them artificial products. All natural materials are used in civil engineering, construction engineering. There is nothing that is inbuilt and we install that except in structural engineering, which is generally considered part of mechanical world as far as erection is concerned. Yes, design part comes under civil engineering. Civil engineering is divided into designs and in construction grossly. Means civil engineers qualified for designs. Designs means think of how can you accommodate something, how can you devise a structure which can be used for certain purpose, and purpose can be residential, residential building, institutional building, you can say industrial building, factory, airport, hospital, road, railways, tracks, sewer lines, water lines. Of course, sewer and water lines are also considered mechanical as well. Water resources structures. And you can say even nuclear power plant, airport structures, airport roads. There is hardly any place in our life that is not linked to civil engineering. And that's why generally we call it civil because it relates to people. It relates to people, though all products relate to people, but all products in civil engineering relate to public from one aspect or other aspect. If civil engineer, suppose, let us say there is no civil engineering, let's think that way. Contemplate. Contemplate there's no civil engineering. What do you think would be there? There will be desert, forest everywhere. That's also fact of life. Civil engineering changes world. from forest world to developed world, which changes soil to or sand to mortar, which changes stone to building block, which changes many ingredients to concrete. Transformation of natural materials to useful material. No natural material is useful directly. It may be stone, it may be soil, it may be sand, or it may be crops. There is some process that is followed up, and then it is brought to a level where it can be used as consumable item or construction item. This is common sense talk. I'm not telling you something which you do not know. I'm just trying to recollect what you should know, what I should know. Yes, it's my can say fortune that I have been in civil engineering. How I joined, that is different story. But one part is clear, that it doesn't make money. Civil engineering shall not give you money, be clear. It's like a charity job. MBA will get much money, better money. IT will get more money. Civil engineers are not valued for money because God doesn't seek any money from us. Sun doesn't take any money from you, and you never think of that. Just imagine if you used to get a bill every day, every month from sun, from sky, from rain, from whatever natural product you use, pay us this and pay us this and pay us this. What would be the world? Would you pay? They won't pay. But you pay electricity bill, you pay water bill, you pay many other bills, house tax bills, many other bills you pay. This means God cares for children without money. You can say in that way, civil engineer is a brother of society. Generally, engineers are called change agents, agents of change. Engineers are termed agents of change because they change soil to building, soil or sand or dust to useful item. That is technique. It's not learned in one day. Yes, it can be read in one day. We can pass examination in 5 years, but we cannot really pass examination whole life. Cannot pass until we set mind. I have seen these days engineers which are budding new. They don't have patience. They don't want to go step by step. Only destiny they fixes. How can I become this position? How can I get money? If I don't understand, tell me this how to do. Self attempt degree has come down. Aspiration from others they want to have. Aspiration from others is not bad. Help from others is not bad. But first you do yourself. And until you do yourself, you can't learn anything. It's very easy to get some information if somebody wants to give and use it. But without having any thorough understanding of that, there exists no meaning at all. But people do like this. I'm not blaming them. No, no at all. Because they want to compete with others. For what? They don't know. They don't understand. Destiny of everyone is different. Every person is different. Every mind is different. Approach of people are different. You cannot generalize that. That is not going to work. It is very important point in life. It is very, very important point in life It's not going to work uniformly. It's not going to work comprehensively. It's not going to work. We cannot say it will work like that. That is also a fact of life. And we have to regard that. Running for sake of running is no completion. Walking for walking. Okay, for health it's okay. For running, health is all okay. But my running is not physical, I'm talking. My running is different. My running is different. What I'm talking is we have to reach certain destiny, certain place that we fix, and reaching that place would be successful if we have some path to adopt. And we have efforts, we have energy, we apply efforts, and we do that. That point is very important, and we have to realize this fact. Everything cannot be done in one go. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes everything. Only then it can be done. Otherwise, it cannot be done. We have to realize this fact. Life is not as we think, life is that and God thinks for us. I have not seen God, but God exists. There is no denial to this fact. If somebody denies, that person does not understand. How can deny that there is nature? How can you deny that nature has system of working? How can you deny that nature exists and works smoothly and proficiently? How can you deny there is a solar system working for us? Maybe working for others too, but it's working for us also. How can we deny that we are bodies, living machines, until we live, until we die? How can we deny this fact? These facts cannot be denied. We have to understand this point. It's not easy to deny these facts. That's also true. We can speak anything. Speaking doesn't amount to any energy or any mind value. Yes, if you speak after contemplation, if you speak after calculations of plus and minus, using analytical power and synthesizing power, you can reach to some part conclusion what should be done, what should not be done. That is really important point. And my method, just like we say, what should be method for doing this job? We generally work out, we generally think, and we write that how to achieve. People call it roadmap. I don't call it roadmap because they don't understand method. That's why they call it roadmap. Every every work requires certain method. Every planning requires certain methods or a group of methods. That method is very important in our quality system. Quality system requires something which specifications mandate to be done. And how to do that, that is also defined in quality. But expressions are not particular. Results should be that. And to get those results, we have to devise which way is best for us, where we can optimize consumption of material, we can optimize technology, awareness, and accuracy of technology. We can devise what way we have to go. We have to devise time requirement on that. And combination of all this results in performance of that product. Maybe first we test by trial and error, and once we come to understand that or verify that it speaks in that way, it acts in that way, it works in that way, which our quality demands. We can formalize it, we can compose it, you can say, we can devise it, we can design it, whatever word you use, it's up to you. You can design it or draw it as a method for this work. And when you write that description in communicating, to communicate clearly, and we term it as method statement. That method statement is applied everywhere. Maybe it is not written, it is not in express form, it's in conventional status, or people know it. That's okay. Same method applies everywhere. It's not only in engineering world, everywhere in your life too. When you celebrate marriage, you solemnize marriage, you have many rituals. I'm just referring something. When you do something, you refer to something, oh, this is what we have to do. That means a kind of method for your rituals. Same way for education, same way in everywhere. You have certain methods which are non-natural, which are your own device. You accepted them yourself. Those methods. Of course, those are critical, but because you have been practicing those for long time, you can't identify them as method as okay, it happens, it's conventional, we say it's conventional. This has been for so many means. Preceding examples you can give. Precedents these are. So in name of precedents you take them. Same thing I say, quality must have all precedents. Requirements are ours, specifications are ours, and that's what quality is. It's nothing miraculous I'm referring to, but whose job is this? Whose responsibility is a question mark. Who has to do this is a question mark. We have to do this is answer mark. I answer mark it. I mark it as an answer. I have to do it. Being an engineer, being a supervisor, foreman, being a responsible person, and top of that, being manufacturer, being constructor, being designer, all are responsibility bound to achieve that. If we can't do that, we should not do it. We should not think of something else if we can't do that. Very important point. We can't run away from that. We should not run away from that. That's also very important point. Nobody would help us. That's also very important point. I have taken more time, you think? I should not go that far. See, I'm not feeling alarmed. I'm not feeling bored. I don't know what I'm speaking also. To be very frank, I'm going on speaking. But you may be feeling drowsy. Okay, leave it tomorrow. I'll see. Oh, is this person is talking senselessly. Don't know what he's talking about. Yes, I am talking senselessly. That's true. Because your senses have gone in quality. Really, I was fortunate enough to work in overseas areas for many years. At that time, I thought I am in wrong place. For example, I commenced with Iraq, shifted to Iraq shifted to Libya, then shifted to Qatar, Doha, and then shifted to you can say, I think UAE and I can say Qatar, and for some time Saudi. I have worked in many such international and organizations, and of course, quality work in those days. Computers were in my dreams only. So, only one DOS-based system in some companies in 85s or 80s, just for some works on, you can say, dot matrix printouts. No personal computers, nothing, and even calculators was limited. I bought my first calculator when I was doing my IEI preparation of section A, I think, or B, FX 31 Casio, 550 rupees at that time. My salary was 500. So 1 month salary was devoted to that one. I'm just telling you, we used to those days log tables for calculation purposes, and my seniors used to do slide rules calculations for that purpose. Now time has gone. It's Excel sheet or Lotus 123, or it is some other calculation of start process for designs. Means design has been expanded to that level. It doesn't stay as design. Conceptions have gone out of understanding. Only calculations are left, models are left. And modeling is modeling in theoretical style, not in practical style. It's so much given redundantly because we can't do that practically. If workers on site, engineers on site, they least bother or they bother partly only for quality. How can I say that it is achieved? No, it's not achieved. It's delusion. When I walk through and I see some construction work, it may be whatever sector, government or private, believe me, my blood burns. My mind is heated up, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Rusted steel they are using. They use rusted steels, dirty aggregate, dirty work completely, and they claim quality. You'll find compliant ISO 9000 board, but where is that compliance? Assumed only, assumed quality. It is really surprising. I don't want to backbite all this. I'm fed up. If I cannot do this, why I should be named engineer? I should not be named engineer, but I am named engineer. Not only engineer, every degree of engineer. I will write 3 degrees with my name. I am this BE, a PhD or ME, and MIE and FIE, or this and that. For what? To keep length of my name. I have seen some persons writing 15 membership with the name, 30 membership with name. For what? I don't understand. I understand my degree is recognized when I deliver quality product. I am efficient, I perform, I keep honesty. My degree is that, my award is that. I don't want any award. Who they don't maintain quality themselves, how can they measure my quality? My point is very simple. Those people who talk of awards, I am awarded, I think those people are not actually awarded. No. And those who deliver those awards themselves don't have any competency to deliver awards. How do you measure someone if it's not done? If my knowledge does not reach to a place where it should reach, then what's the purpose of my knowledge? Am I not right? Am I reading novel? I feel happy. I visualize some scene. It's not novel. It's material. It's resources that I'm going to use. And if I can't deliver quality, I deliver nothing. Am I servant to my employer? No. Employer uses my services. That's it. Same thing applies for everyone. I can't accept what employer says in absolute terms because employer employs me because employer is unaware of what I can do or what should be done. If I say no, what employer says I have to do, and I really regret. I have to do what my profession says, what my profession commands. That I have to do. And if I can't do that, sorry, gentlemen, no, it won't work, not work, not work. We have to realize this fact in its entirety. Life may be difficult, but it's not impossible. There can be opportunities, there can be no opportunities. This is life. But profession means you should be to mark. Your work should be consistently done. And if it does not, it is erroneous, it is wrong, it's not acceptable. Nobody can accept that. That is also a fact of life. I'm trying to conclude in a couple of minutes because I don't want to lengthen it to 3 hours due to, you know, problem on relay. On this media, YouTube, I cannot show you my files, so I don't like it. I previously used to talk face to face, but now I think it's better to show you screens, share with you all those documents. My face is not important for you. My style of talking should not be of any interest to you. To you, your interest is records, writings, documents that I believe in for your better understanding. Maybe my English speech, my tenses do not match your understanding. If prepper is there, if screen share is there, despite you don't like my words, you can read at least. You can see photos in PDF format or in some other format. And I tried that many times, and I think it's better to work on screen share if it is, and that unfortunately is not available with this medium, YouTube. On Facebook, it is available, but Facebook, I don't know what happens to them sometimes. They sleep, possibly. They sleep, I can say. Unfortunately, I'm saying this, but they should not sleep at all. Well, it is now 5:31. My dear friends, I may be new to you or maybe a person to whom you do not know. Don't worry about that. Don't know me. Don't know me, no problem. I don't mind it. But no people of this world, no quality, no safety. At least you are responsible for safety of those whom you utilize for your work. You are not only human safety, but area safety, housekeeping. You have to keep your area clean, tidy, free of obstruction on work, free of hazards on work. I talk length at regarding hazards. Hazards don't tell you, but they come. Accidents don't tell you, but they come. Those points are really very, very important. We have to understand it is responsibility of professionals, particularly engineers, who have to take care of getting rid of hazards and getting rid of accidents, who have to apply mind, who have to apply knowledge, who have to apply lessons they learned during their career, and we have to take care of our workers, our colleagues, ourselves. Same applies to quality. Quality never comes on its own. It takes a long route. It comes through efforts. It comes through in-depth studies of requirement. If we don't study properly our requirements, we can never achieve quality. That's also a serious fact. And if you think it will come automatically, I think no, it won't. It won't come automatically. We have to bear with that. Quality is not born automatically. It has to be systemized. It has to be achieved. Achievement of quality depends on your intelligence, your approach towards work. Just thinking that automatically everything shall happen, it doesn't happen. Yes, in publicity it can happen, in theory it can happen, but it cannot happen in practical world. I I salute those designers in engineering who take care of constructability, buildability, and ease of doing work comfortably. Those people have experiences. They know what problems can be faced on site, on work. But those who are not aware about that, I can't answer them. Who are computer born, who don't want to stand in sun, who have no capacity to walk, who think that computer is whole world, I can't answer to them. Civil engineering is not alone computer based engineering. It's a physical engineering, it's natural engineering, it's an engineering where resources like human resources, like metal resources, like machine resources, like whatever else resources are used, are included in work. It may be temporary work, it may be preparatory work, it may be permanent work, it can be maintenance work, operational work, whatever it is. We have to consider every point of view. That's why people say engineering moves till your it never ends. It never ends. It starts and it never ends. That's true. Designs has no limits. Design is based on your contemplation and based on your experience, based on your thoughts. If your thoughts are experiences, means your experiences are reliable, you can talk to your future building. Future building, I'm saying, should not built in. You talk to your structure. The structure will answer you what you are doing, how you are doing. That point must be remembered very well, must be, you can say, contemplated that what I'm doing is right or not right. This must answer your question. Quality is only an answer, safety is only answer. There's no other answer. In-depth study is an answer, clear conception is an answer, problem understanding is an answer, finding solution is an answer. And for all this, thinking is a guide, thinking is a requirement, thinking is an application, and thinking, analyzing, synthesizing, all these are required in that world of doing designs, doing site work. This is very important. You can say claim, otherwise, you can't do. And you have to take responsibility also. I don't say you won't make mistakes. I made mistakes. Everybody makes mistake. Mistake is your right, but mistake means lessons must be learned. If you don't learn lessons, you can't do anything. You do everything through charting out your method statements, which is very important tool. In fact, it is a tool, written tool, powerful tool. Maybe one method statement can be used many times with certain modifications. That can be done. We have to be very careful about this. We should not run away blindly. Method is method, statement is a statement. It's like a surgery. Surgeon, what does he is completely prescribed what operation activities are, how this should be done step by step. Same way, method statement writing is surgery of what you are going to do. Maybe it involves huge quantity, it involves voluminous materials, but it may be voluminous material. Process is same, work is same. This point we have to understand very, very clearly in each and every fact that we should understand. Well, now nearly I'm going to end this stream, hoping I'll be with you on Facebook next time. If not on Facebook, then I'll talk again here. But my problem is I cannot talk to you without share document or document to share. And I understand problems very well, your problem and my problems, which are not something very different. We have to think it in factual world, and we have to understand our life clearly. We have to understand facts of life, and we have to see everything happens clearly, and we have also to take protection against COVID-19 reality. We can't avoid that. COVID-19 is a reality of life. Though it is accidental, it is not a guest, but its impact on humanity that we should take care about. We should understand factually, just like COVID is our teacher, it tells us you have to be safe yourself. It will impact us, and we have to find our ways to be safe. Same way, we have to live in our life. We have to live in a life, and that should be made as a goal. Life is easy if you think life is reasonably well defined. If we want to use our time of life that God has given us, it's really interesting, really. But I think I should now go to close it for time being. I think I should say thank you very much, gentlemen. Hope we will see again. With this conclusive remark, I can say bye bye to everyone. I'll see you on Facebook. Thank you very much.